We are storytellers with sound.
I can't sit in silence. There has to be music, and it pushes me to do things that I probably would never have considered doing before.
Hello everybody, this is DJ Loch Nessie, and you are sailing the sound waves, and this is the man behind the music. And we are joined once more by the lovely Howlean, because Howlean wants to say some closing thoughts. And so this is going to be featured as a bonus clip, and then it'll be spliced into the recording. This will go on YouTube, and maybe we can include a clip for your TikTok and just say, hi, I'm on the radio. So go ahead and say your closing thoughts. We got all the time in the world. I don't know if you want to include a couple fun facts now that we have some more time. So go ahead.
Yeah, so let's just finish the last question. I'm gonna go a little faster, but basically, yeah.
Oh, you're good. We got some more time. This is a bonus clip, so 10 minutes. Let's say the 10 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, for the future, let's do this lots of songs to come, an album to come. Hopefully a lot of shows, a lot of collabs, all this, and also a lot of content on TikTok, obviously. Mostly related to music. Of course, I'm gonna continue to do the content I always do, but I'm gonna try and add as much more content and music as I can. So yeah, stay tuned and follow me on social medias and stream my songs, and don't hesitate to DM me or anything and tell me what you think about it and everything. That will be really interesting to me because I do want to be really close to my community. This is also why I don't really want to talk about fans, because I don't feel like I'm a celebrity or anything.
Yeah.
For me, it's really a community and a family I'm trying to build for people to just find a place where they know they can belong and where they feel safe and where they can help each other. And I don't want to be the celebrity they idealize. You know, I'm a human being just like everybody else, and I'm just trying to help people through my music. And I hope people are going to be able to see me that way. So yeah, if you're interested in all this, come follow me on social medias and come listen to my songs, and I'd be glad to welcome you in the community. So thank you for everything.
You're welcome. And we're excited. We're all excited to hear about it. And to Cuesta College, this is a person that you can relate to because she's around your age. And so if you want an idol that's real and authentic, then I'd suggest going to Howlean. And you are a TikTok star. How many followers do you have, by the way? How many followers? You've gotten over 1 million likes.
I have 600,000 on TikTok and a little bit over 13,000 on Instagram.
That's 500,000. You could have said 500,000. A little over 500,000. That's impressive.
Yeah, I don't know. 500,000 seems a lot, but
well, it is 500,000, but saying 600,000 is a little less intimidating. But one question we didn't get to that I wanted to ask is this one on the topic of that. Give me a second. I had something that I wanted to ask, but do you have any words that? Oh, right, yeah. So one thing I wanted to know is, speaking on the topic of that, what message do you want your fans to have received by the end of listening to your music and seeing your TikToks? What do you hope they take away from it in the end? What do you want? What impression do you want to leave?
I want people to feel heard and seen, because I know how hard it is to feel lost in your feelings, to have disorders or everything that just makes you feel different, and that makes you feel like you don't belong anywhere, and you just feel different from other people. You don't feel accepted. You don't know where you belong, and that's okay. And I want people to know that I feel you and I hear you and I went through the same thing and I'm the same as you. You're not alone and you're not lost. And just, I don't know, you can join my community, and together we're going to be able to be the best versions of ourselves. We're going to be able to accept each other, to help each other. And together we'll be united. We're not going to be alone anymore. We're not going to be just feeling this way alone. And I think that's what matters. Just be yourself. Don't try to be what people tell you you should be. Don't try to be what society tells you you should be. Just really work towards your dreams and being the best version of yourself. And that's the only thing that matters.
Now, that is beautiful. That's a beautiful thing to tell people because I know that in this day and age, a lot of people are unsure because the state of the world is very scary, and
Yeah,
people want something they can hold on to. They want to feel the emotions. They want to be allowed to feel emotions. And a lot of our age group, we're told that feeling these emotions is a sign of weakness and that we're too over dramatic and stuff like that. But I feel bad for those
it's
people
not
because
true.
they don't get to allow themselves to be free and to feel their emotions. It's no There's nothing wrong with it. So
Yeah,
it needs
we're
gotta be.
humans.
Yeah.
Emotions are part of ourselves, and if we repress them, it's never gonna go well because we're gonna feel even more lost and more sad and more emotions. And closing yourself up to emotions is not gonna make you a good person, you know?
Oh, right.
So just accept them, even if they're really strong and even if they're scary. At the end of the day, everything is gonna be okay, and we're gonna be together and we're gonna help each other going through all this. And no matter how many times like the society tries to oppress you and like people in general try to make you feel like you don't belong, try to make you feel like you're too different, too marginal, you're not. You're just
Yeah.
someone like everybody else, and other people are like you in this world, and you're gonna find them and you're gonna be able to do everything that you want to do in life. And you gotta just give yourself the power to do it and the power to show people that you're able to do these things and that you're not weird or abnormal or anything. You're just an amazing person and you're able to do anything you want in this world.
That's
So yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Somebody needed to say it, and I'm really happy that you said it. So I'm gonna actually get an applause track here that I have, and you can, yeah, just take my word for it. Applause. We are giving you an applause for that wonderful speech because, again, like people need to hear that, and so thank you for giving us this wisdom. And closing thoughts. Do you have something you've always wanted to say to your fans? Always wanted to say to the people on TikTok? Something that you want them to remember no matter what about Howlean?
Yeah, that's basically it. It's just like I said before, some people idealize me on TikTok, and I don't want people to idealize me. I don't want to be an idol. I want to be just a person that makes you feel safe and seen and heard.
Yeah.
And that's the most important part of it. Like, I went through these things. I felt so lost. I felt so different. I felt abnormal and weird, and I had nowhere to go and nowhere to feel safe. But I ended up finding these people and especially singers that helped me feel myself and feel good. And I want to be that for people, for the new generation to come, and even for older people, because I know this phenomenon is not just like a teenager thing. Like older
Yeah.
people also feel that way. And no matter who you are, no matter your gender, no matter your sexuality, your ethnicity, no matter where you come from, you can be safe with me and you can belong in this community and we can all help each other. And yeah, I just want to build somewhere safe where everyone can feel like they belong somewhere.
Where all of the so-called freaks of the world can roam and feel like they belong. That's beautiful, and that
Yeah,
is very
basically.
Tim Burton, by the way. That is very Tim Burton.
That's probably why I like him so much.
Yeah, yeah. He's accepted himself. He's accepted people, and he was the first one to really bring the weird into like the Rene Magritte of cinema. And
Yeah.
because of him, he inspired an entire generation. Like I was gonna mention Alice in Wonderland because I love Lewis Carroll. He's a huge inspiration for me, and he wrote this amazing trilogy for his goddaughters, and all of the girls, all of her sisters, are featured in the book. And he wrote so many stories for all these people in his life, but he let people embrace who they are. And so I wanted to ask if you find Alice in Wonderland in particular one of your inspirations, because I feel like the reflection side is very much through the looking glass.
Yeah, honestly, I love all this universe, everything that's just like kind of weird and disturbing, but in a comforting way. It's just,
Yeah.
it's fiction, but it feels like a dream.
Hmm.
And that's what I like. And that's also what I want people to feel when they listen to my songs and when they look at my music videos and when they look at my pictures and everything. It gives a nightmare vibe because, of
Hmm.
course, it talks about really dark subjects and it's pretty spooky in general, you know? But I really want them to feel like a dream, like a real universe they can immerse into, like a movie, you know?
Yeah.
And I really want to work towards that.
Maybe one day you'll actually be featured in a Tim Burton movie. Just keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Well, now that you're on the radio, you may be able to. I think, they're always scouting for new faces. Just keeping. You never know. Maybe he has seen your videos and he just hasn't done anything yet. Because you've got quite a few million. So the odds of him seeing it are actually pretty high. And
Mm.
you never know. And now that if Tim Burton's listening, she would love to be in the movie, in your next movie, whatever it is. We have an amazing actress right here because if you've seen her acting talents on TikTok, like you've heard it here. Trust me, I'm a DJ, and DJs are sentient, so you know that I know everything. And I can say that she is very talented, a talented, amazing young woman who has her whole life ahead of her, who is going to accomplish amazing things that we allowed to be on Sailing the Sound Waves. And I want to ask you, because you had so much fun, if you want to do a follow up interview in a couple weeks after the release of your next song so we can elaborate on more of the lore if you'd like to come back on The Man Behind the Music.
Yeah, I'd be honored to. I'd
Okay.
love to, of course.
It would be an honor to host you again, and it was an honor to have you here. And we did play Reflection. I made sure to include that. So all I can do is thank you. And what are you going to do for the rest of the day now that you have done this interview? You're going to tell all of your friends. You're going to send them the link. You don't have to, but I want to know if you want them to hear this. So give a shout out to your friends. Hi, friends. Hi, family. You just, haha, mom, I'm on the radio, and you doubted me. And you thought I wasn't going to be a musician. Well, how do you like me now, mom?
She's gonna
Hi,
hate me if I
Howlean's
say
mom,
this.
by the way. Hello, mom, and hello, friends. She's on the radio. Bet you didn't expect her to be
I'm
on
on
the radio, huh?
the radio.
Well,
Honestly, I didn't think I would be on the radio someday, so thank you so much for this opportunity. It's it's
you're very
amazing to me.
welcome. You're very welcome, and we will see you another time. Again, thank you for tuning into The Man Behind the Music. I am going to
Thank you
end
for inviting
this,
me.
and this will also be featured as a bonus clip, but it'll be spliced into the interview. So, goodbye, everyone. Auf Wiedersehen.